everyone, welcome to my channel, Hybrid Pours. It's time to get messy. As I promised, I'm going to show you how I use the Dutch pour technique to create animals using 4 steps. The first step is to plan, second prep, 3 pour, and finally 4 you tie it all together and paint your characteristics onto your animal. So I just wanted to show you first my workspace here. I'm in a pretty small apartment, so I can't make really big paintings, but I do what I can with the space I have. So step 1 is you need to find your reference photos. I've picked one that shows the body composition of how I want to lay it out on the canvas. And second, I've taken a picture of a close-up of an eagle's face so that when I paint on their face, I have something with a little bit more detail I can look at. Step 2 is to prepare your paints. Now, I've actually already mixed a lot of the shades that I'll need for this painting, so I'm just going to show you how to make a darker shade of brown since that's the one I'm missing. So I start off with some regular Artist Loft brown paint, and then I add a little bit of green in to make that brown a richer color. Now, the reason I use green is it's because it's on the opposite side of the color wheel as brown. And then I've added in a little black as well to darken it. I also add just a little bit of yellow to warm up the color. I kind of just go with the flow and see what the paint color turns out to be and then change as needed. Next, I'm going to add some pouring medium. Sorry, it's not too clear there, but I got this glossy medium just from Michael's if you're from Canada. If not, you can find Floetrol on Amazon, which is what I usually use. Now, these little squeeze bottles I just got from Dollarama. They were like $1.25 for 3, and they've been absolutely perfect for what I need. All right, now here I'm doing the background color for the painting. I use a larger bottle because, as I'm sure a lot of you know, you will go through a lot of paint using the background. So I had some blue left over from a previous painting, so I've just put a lot of white paint in this to kind of get it a really nice baby blue. Now I'm just preparing my canvas here, and you might be wondering what I'm doing, but I am trying to figure out if my canvas is level because I don't know where my level is. So I realized the left side needs to be propped up a little bit more, so I just toss some paper under there and start working on the background. Now, some of you may use a hairdryer to blow this out. Because I'm in such a small space with carpeting, I have to use a cake spreader, which actually has been working perfectly. And I just got this at Dollarama, again, a couple bucks, and it's been fabulous. I get a really smooth thickness over the whole canvas. And then, as you probably all know, you need to go around the edge of the canvas to make sure that there's no areas without paint. Now here, I am using a spatula to kind of shape out where I'm going to be pouring the paint for the bird. So again, you use that photo that has the body composition to figure out where you're going to be placing it. Then you can start laying out the paint. And I've just started at the head using white, beige, different light shades, a little bit of yellow to try and match what the reference photo looks like. Obviously, it will come out very different, but at least helps you form the proper shape of the bald eagle. So I start out using the same shades wherever they need to be. So I did the head and the feathers at the end there. And then you'll see that I move on to the wings and to the body part. Now, it may be a little bit difficult to see, but as I'm putting the paint down, I am layering different shades. So as you see, I just did the line of dark brown paint for the wing, and then I add in little drops of some light beige, a little bit of darker brown, some black, to get those different colors flowing out once you blow it out. Now, the second thing that's also really important is, as you can see here, I am making those lines to try and match how the movement of the bird is flowing in the original picture. So if I did the lines going downwards, it wouldn't look very accurate because right now it's mid-flying, so the lines need to follow how the actual bird is flowing. So I try to think about how am I actually going to be blowing out this painting as I'm putting the paint down. Then with the body here, I'm trying out a different style. Sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't, doing dots. So I do a dot of dark brown and the dot of beige over top of it. And then usually I'd go with a darker brown over top of it again. You really just want to have the top color. Oh yeah, there I go. You really just want to have the top color as the most predominant color that you're going to see. Then I filled in all the cracks with some extra beige or whatever filler colors that you want to use. And then you can start blowing it out. Now, I always start at the end of the painting and then blow over that, if that makes sense. So, for example, I started at the bottom, the edge of the wing, and then moved inwards in the wing, because you don't want to be blowing over the same parts over and over again, or else it gets really mucky. Now, you might be wondering what this tool that I'm using is. It's just actually a makeup air compressor that I bought on Amazon, because I used to use a straw, but I was making so many paintings, it was really hurting my lungs to blow so much. So I invested in this tool. So now we're on part 4, where the magic really happens. We're just going to lay out our acrylic paint that we're going to need to add on the face and the extra characteristics that we want for this painting. You'll also want to have those paints that we prepared yesterday to have on hand, because that's really what's going to help us blend out the parts that we paint in to the flowy parts of the painting and make it look synchronous. Then I get to take out the amazing paint brushes my boyfriend got me for Christmas. And I'm going to use a pencil here to sketch out where I'm going to be painting in the face of this bird. I used to not do this, and I found myself painting over the face over and over again to get the right shape correct. So now I've just given in and start using a pencil. I know you're not supposed to, but it is what it is. Then I'm just going to let you watch the sped up version of me painting in the beak here, since there's not too much to talk about. All right, enjoy. Now here I'm starting to use the paint that we prepared the other day with the pouring medium to help blend between the acrylic portions that I've painted in and the part that we poured yesterday. So I find it just really helps blend and then adds in some nice tones to try and give different shades in that white color as well. Alright, here it is, the finished product in natural light. I brought this outside when it was snowing today to try and get a nice video for everyone. I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. There were some points where I was a little bit worried, but overall, I'm happy with this one. I hope everyone enjoyed, and thanks for joining me on my first YouTube video. Now, as a little thank you for everyone who watched my first YouTube video, I would like to give you a little bit of a reward. If you would like to write in the comments which animal you would like me to paint next, I will be choosing one of them to paint for next week's video. Have a great day, everyone!